we live? Oh, we are live. Hello. We are live.
Got anything to say, Alex? Good morning, everybody. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in or watching this later. But yeah, Michael McEwen here, Alex Perry there.
Hello.
And welcome to a very wet Augusta National. So far it is, let me see the time, 7:38 in the morning. We're probably going to be here for 10-15 minutes or until such times as the state troopers who are milling about tell us to move on. But yeah, we just thought we'd come to you and give you a little flavour of what's to come today and how things have gone so far. To be fair, if you want a recap of how it's been to this point, you could go and listen to the first Masters Commute podcast, which Alex and I did. Oh, it feels like only a few hours ago, to be fair. That's available wherever you get your podcast, so go and check it out. It'll tell you all about my travel disaster getting here. It did not go very well. And it'll tell you a little bit about our Airbnb that we're staying in, which is very nice. And somewhere along the line, we spoke about golf as well.
That was all we've done since we recorded that podcast is sleep.
Yeah.
We recorded that podcast with a couple of beers and then we went to bed.
Straight to
and now
bed.
it's now.
So to give you an idea, it is 7:39 in the morning and we are in a shopping mall car park directly across the road from the water tower.
Should we see if we can see it? It is
Yeah.
raining. There's the water tower, look.
Look at that.
The famous water tower.
And directly underneath that water tower is where we'll go in to go and park up. So the media centre, or rather press building, sorry, is about 100 metres from here, give or take.
Yeah.
So busy day ahead. Listen, if there's anything that you want to ask, if you've got any questions, anything you want to hear me and Alex say, if there's a particular word you want to try and get us to say, keep it clean, then I've got our messages open right here. So you've got, as I say, 10 or 15 minutes to get in touch. But Alex, you've been here a day longer than I have, thanks to an airline that we'll just call British Airways. But obviously today is a big day, lots of press conferences happening. We've got Tiger, we've got Rory, we've got John Ram, we've got Scotty Scheffler and about 4 others. What are you most looking forward to today?
I'm really looking forward to John Rahm, just because, especially in the last couple of days, he's been quite outspoken about live golf. He spoke to Ian Carter at the BBC in Miami and essentially said he's not really happy with the live golf format. And you might remember we had this last year with Brooks Koepka where we kept hearing that phrase buyer's remorse, and Koepka essentially sat in front of the world and said, yeah, do you know what? If I hadn't had that injury, I probably wouldn't have gone to live golf. And that blew the world up, the golf world up last year. And I think Rahm is less disruptive than Koepka in that sense. And I think he's if you've ever seen him interviewed before, I mean, he's sort of blown this all out of the water by doing that ludicrous first interview he did at Live. But generally, especially
The Letterman jacket.
Exactly.
Green jackets are better than Letterman jackets.
Absolutely. But he, as we saw here last year, or anywhere you've ever seen him speak, he's very considered in his answers. He doesn't, he thinks carefully about what he's going to say. He doesn't just, you think of the Rorys and the Koepkas of the world who perhaps just say what's on their mind without, their mouth is working faster than their brain quite a lot of the time. So yeah, I am looking forward to that, and it will be interesting to see, especially as a defending champion, like there's every possibility that he gets absolutely annihilated by the media today.
Every chance.
I
This is the first chance a lot of media will have had to see him. I know there were a lot of guys at Live Miami last week, but this is I've heard a lot of people here, this is their first chance of seeing and speaking to John Ram and kind of interrogating John Ram since he made that move.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that's handled. I'm obviously interested to see Tiger. I think we have still to flip a coin who's going to do Tiger, who's going to do Rory McIlroy. But yeah, I'm interested to see Tiger for very obvious reasons. I hear he's got a Wilson putter in the bag. That has to be a wind-up.
Yeah, it was really strange. So Jamie Kennedy of Golf Digest tweeted a picture saying he's got a Wilson putter in the bag, which he did. He had it in his hand, but I went on Getty Images. I tried to get anywhere near him on the putting green yesterday, just couldn't get within 8 rows of people. It feels like there's a lot more people here last year than there was this year than there was last year.
Already as driving up Washington Road, you get a sense of that. I mean, at this time in the morning, usually it's pretty quiet, but it's busy.
I did do some Getty image zooming in and I have to say it did look like his Scotty, so that'll be
Right,
interesting
okay.
to see. Maybe that's one we just wait until Thursday, but we could possibly try and get out and try and find out what's in his bag. But yeah, Wilson Putter's a bit of an interesting one, but
I quite like it on one hand, on the other hand, it's just so out of left field. I didn't
as long
see
as he's
coming.
got his ping grip on it, I suppose.
Well-
all it doesn't matter what's at the other end, does it?
Good point. Questions coming in already, so keep them coming, guys. Thank you very much indeed. Ian Scott, always enjoy the morning commute. Thank you, Ian. That's very nice of you. Heavy rain also in Scotland, so enjoying reruns of past Masters. Enjoy your week, lads. Cheers, Ian. We'll do our best. And another question, what's the Airbnb like? I'll tell you this, the Airbnb is a lot better than Motel 6. Again, if you listen to the podcast commute this morning, I talked a little bit about that, but the last 3 years I've been here, I've stayed at Motel 6, and it is... I'm not going to get an endorsement deal off them anyway. It's horrible. And there were like
Bloodstains,
blood spattered
cockroaches,
walls, lots of cockroaches.
gunshots.
Yeah, just not fun. So it's quite nice to be staying somewhere there's a bit more sort of home comforts and all that kind of thing. And there were beers in the fridge when we arrived as well, which was...
You are very welcome.
Was that you?
Yeah, of course
I
it was.
thought it was just our host.
No,
technically
no,
nice.
that was courtesy of. Actually, it was Steve that bought them.
All right, well that's very nice of him. Cheers, Steve. But yeah, Airbnb's lovely. No complaints with that whatsoever.
I should point out that he bought them because I didn't have my ID on me. So
You are joking. I mean, did the hair not give it away?
I know you'd think, wouldn't you? Just,
Welcome to America.
do you think I'm under 21 with these highlights?
So yeah, back to today. Rory, Tiger, they're obviously the big ones. Scotty Scheffler, it's kind of weird because I don't know if it's just the reputation Scheffler's got or whatever it is, but it does feel like he's maybe flying just a touch under the radar. I mean, he's the out and out favourite to win this week, I think, but I'm not convinced that there's as much buzz or anticipation about him. I don't know if that plays into something or not.
There was a really, well, absolutely, I think it does. There was a really good quote yesterday I saw on Twitter this morning, I think, when I was wide awake at 4:30, and someone said that they'd asked Scheffler's coach what they've been working on this week, and they just went absolutely nothing. Just
Why try to improve on perfection?
absolutely.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, my heart's saying this is going to be Rory's week. My head is saying it's Scheffler by 6. I noticed that Brandel Chambly said overnight, because the live froms that he does on Golf Channel are brilliant, particularly this week. So if you're able to get access to an American feed by any way, shape or form, go and watch and listen to what Brandel Chambly has to say about this week, because he's always great. And he's saying that he thinks it could be a blowout win with, Scheffler just running away with it. We'll see. There's another question coming in. Who is your dark horse to win this week? That's easy for me. Shane Lowry.
Yeah.
I think his game sets up perfectly for this golf course. I love the way he's playing at the moment. His strokes gain tee to green from memory is really, really good just now. With Shane, I just feel it's maybe a little bit about temperament at times, a little bit about patience. Sometimes tries to force the issue, but I genuinely think he's going to win a green jacket at some point.
Yeah,
years up.
so Lowry is one of 3 players who have finished in the top 25 at the Masters in the last 4 years, I think, maybe 3 years, and the other 2 are Matsuyama and Scotty Scheffler. So pretty good,
Decent
company to be in. I said it on the Masters preview pod. I really like Siwoo Kim. I know you questioned his temperament on that particular podcast, but he's playing incredibly well. He's got a really good record here. I think that, no, I don't necessarily think he'll be in a green jacket, but he's definitely someone I'm going to be backing financially to try and make me a tiny bit of profit. But no, I like Siwoo.
What's he going off at just now with the bookies? He'll be what?
Siwoo,
60 or something?
Yeah, I think you can get him at those sorts of prices. Yeah, so it makes sense.
Okay.
Questions are flying in.
Yeah, this is brilliant. Keep the questions coming. This is brilliant. Dude 7, brilliant name. Who's going to win by 5, and why do you think it's Matsuyama? Listen, it's a good point. Hideki is in sneaky good form just now, and obviously has won here previously. His press conference yesterday, I missed it, but you said it was typically Hideki.
Yeah,
I think it's a euphemistic way of putting it.
I think. First of all, it was during the eclipse, so no one was in there. As is often the case with Hideki, it was a handful of English-speaking journalists, and then obviously a lot of Japanese journalists. So they split the press conference into two. He doesn't say a lot, which is fine. And what he does say, again, you're just sitting there thinking, why are we doing this press conference? Like, what is the point? He's basically just showing up and saying, yeah, I really like Augusta National. I really like coming here every year. He doesn't call it the property, which I quite like.
Oh, really?
Why does everyone call it the property? So Xander Schauffele said it. I think I lost count at 8. He's like, I just love being here on the property. I was out on the far corner of the property earlier. I was like, why is that a thing?
This is the guy that calls himself Xander, though. I mean,
that's true.
You know, you could call yourself Xander.
And maybe I will.
You're an Alexander, so
yeah.
Imagine that byline on the website, Xander.
I did when I turned 40. I did think about going from Alex to Xander. It's a bit more grown up, but an incident response unit has just gone flying past. Obviously, maybe is it because this YouTube live is crashing?
I'm not entirely sure.
That's a good question. That
yeah, look at that. Which live golfer will finish highest up the leaderboard this week? I know who I think it is, but let you go first.
Well, it's Koepka, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
all day.
I think Koepka, Rahm, Cam Smith, and Patrick Reed, I think all have legitimate chances. Patrick Reed's got an incredible record here. Obviously, a former champion, 4th last year, I think.
He was, yeah.
I can't see Mickelson repeating his exploits of last year, but
why not? Yeah. I mean, he knows the place better than most.
He wasn't in great form going into last year's Masters, but he was at least keeping the golf ball on the planet. Like this year, he just can't seem to keep the golf ball on the course. So I can't see it. Miscut for Mickelson for me.
Yeah, someone's saying there, Sergio Garcia, dark horse for the live leaderboard. Actually, yeah.
Live leaderboard, I like
yeah, he got very unlucky at the weekend, didn't he? In the Live Miami event, coming up just short against, was it Dean Burmester? I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh, Marshall's just driven past us now.
Oh, God.
This is really exciting. Like, there's a county sheriff over to, if you just spin that around, Alex,
Where's he gone?
There's a state trooper there. There's about 2 others behind us, and one of them's just circled us. So
there's also this dude. I'm just going to swing this round, who is parked up right next to us and is watching us. Amazing. And there's a shop next to us called the Wolfgang Bakery and Grooming, which I'm assuming is dog treats.
I would imagine.
Wolfgang, I like that.
It kind of feels like the world is closing in around about us. The next YouTube live that we do here, and certainly tomorrow's Commute podcast, will be coming to you live from prison.
Jail? Yeah. from your cell.
A few more questions here. Guys, I need to pick 3 golfers over 100 combined odds for a work thing. Can you give me a high odds player so I can also pick 2 favourites? A high odds player.
Guys, I need to pick 3 golfers, 100 combined odds for the work thing. High odds players.
I think high odds player would be. Well, how high do you want to go? Mike Weir's playing and Jose Maria Latabal's playing. Yeah. So if you want to go that high, I would suggest somebody who's maybe like a debutant. You know what? Someone like Grayson Murray.
Yeah.
He's in decent form. I think the set 2 with Rory has kind of brought out the best in him. He's obviously battled some demons, but he's turned it around. He's playing. I think he's won this year as well. So high odds, Grayson, perhaps. I don't know what his form's really like around Augusta, but I wouldn't be putting too much money on him there. That's from Derek Byrne. David Baston, will Tiger say he thinks he can win? Yes, 100%.
Because he'll get asked.
He'll be asked
and he can't say no. So that's the reason for that. Will he make the cut?
No.
Follow on?
No.
You don't think he will?
I'm pretty much certain at this point that he won't.
But Will Zalatoris said he was playing well yesterday.
Yeah.
He said he was full of banter.
Tiger plays well on Monday at Augusta every year. Remember last year Fred Couples was saying that he thought, he could potentially win. So, and then, he didn't even complete the tournament.
Couldn't even walk down the first.
No, I think Tiger will do exceptionally well to make the cut. And unfortunately that will be...
Do you think he knows that the cut if he makes the cut, it's the record?
Absolutely.
For if you don't know, if Tiger makes the cut this week, he is the outright leader, currently tied with Freddie Couples. He'll be the outright leader in consecutive cuts made at the Masters. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely knows that. I think Tiger always knows when there's a record at stake.
Okay.
But unlike other people, I don't think he crumbles under that pressure because he's played the pressure his entire life.
I mean, he'll know it about 12:30 today when someone asks him
Yeah,
about
well,
it. So.
yeah. So stay tuned. We'll fill you in for sure later, David, but it will happen. It'll probably be Alex, to be fair, that asks him. Jonathan Dakic, what do you think are the chances of Tiger making the weekend? Kind of covered it there. I mean, I think 50-50, let's be honest, but I think more, well, no, 60-40. I think he's got 40% chance of making the cut. Ian Scott.
Oh, Ian's about to find out some information.
Will your names both be going in the hat in the media centre? Press building, Ian.
Press building.
To play the course this year. Michael, lightning may strike twice. No, it won't, I'm afraid, Ian. So, after playing last year, I'm now banned for 7 years. You get, when your name gets drawn, you can't then re-enter the ballot for a further 7 years. So, 1 down, 6
Banned sounds so aggressive. Like, you are now banned from playing Augusta. What did you do last year to make them ban you? No, so if you get picked out in the ballot, you can't enter again for 7 years. So I'm very pleased that Michael's here because it's just one less person to compete with. If anyone else had come from Bunkered, it would have been one more person.
Well, it's funny, to that point, wearing 89, how many names go into the media ballot to play the course for how many slots? So there's about, I think, 500 media here total. There's sometimes put aside for certain people like, host broadcasters like Sky get a certain number of places. But I think I'm right in saying out of those 500, maybe even only, I'm not even sure as many as half go in.
No.
There's also a huge chunk like me who can't go in. And out of the ones who do end up going in there, I think it's like 24 names get drawn. So you've got roughly 1 in 5 chance, I think it is.
Is it 5? It's 5 tee time slots, isn't it? 4 balls, so 20, I think.
Yeah. So, no, good luck. Fingers crossed. And
guys,
unlike Bryce hopefully will be watching this, our third wheel on the podcast. That's unkind. But yeah, Bryce obviously forgot to put his name in the media ballot, which he hasn't ever lived down, so you won't be making that mistake.
I didn't know this information. I think we need to make a phone call. I need to find out more about this.
That's all right. I won't let that happen to you. A couple more questions before we finish up, because we do need to go and do work /
eat breakfast.
Get breakfast.
We have not eaten yet. We are doing this on empty stomachs.
Not quite.
Oh, sorry, this is
my daughter gave me this little packet of Love Hearts before I flew and said that they were for me and Alex, and we made a good dent in them this morning.
Other sugar treats are available.
Yeah, but not as good as that. Love
No,
Hearts.
absolutely. I did enjoy a Love Heart at 6:30 this morning.
Thank you, Sadie. Very nice of you. Predictions for where Akshay Bhatia will finish this week.
I really like him. I said on the podcast last night, he's a really cool kid. He plays golf without fear. He's left-handed, which famously since the turn of the century has been a thing here.
Yeah.
So no, I'm buzzing to watch him play. It's whether or not he can just keep his emotions under control, I think, because obviously he's just won. Was it his second PGA Tour win on Sunday?
I think so, yeah.
And the adrenaline, he said he flew into Augusta. He didn't get here till about 2 o'clock in the morning, and he was just wired. He didn't sleep, and then obviously ended up sleeping all morning on Monday. Didn't get to the property until 2 o'clock. So yeah, if he can keep that under control, then I think that. But there's something quite. We used to describe people like Seve as swashbuckling. There's something about Bhatia that's swashbuckling. So that's all I'm going to say. I like him. He's cool. He's funny. He's nice. He's good looking.
Yeah.
He wears glasses.
He ticks all the boxes. He seems like a cool dude. So.
Yeah. Specs appeal.
Brutal. Rob C, what are you having for breakfast over there? Trust me to be concerned with the food, lol.
Why? We need to follow up to that. Why?
Yeah.
Why trust you, Rob?
More info required, Rob. There goes that state trooper yet again, and this time he's slowing down.
This guy, oh Jesus Christ! Here we go.
Oh no, we're all right. Yeah, I will be having pancakes.
He is. Oh, he's getting out of his car. He is getting out of his car right next to us. We are about to get a tap on the window.
Let's wrap it up then, shall we? Thank you for watching.
I'll be having pancakes. Here he is. Oh.
You have a drone up?
A drone?
Yeah.
No, we don't. No, we're just about to head over to there to the press building.
Flying anywhere?
Nah, not as I'm afraid, man.
He's looking.
A drone?
Apparently, there's a drone up in.
Nah, afraid not. Sorry, sir. No, we're just parking up and we're heading over to the press building when I get my sticker on.
Michael called him sir.
All good?
Hold on a sec.
we are going to turn off now
Yeah, that's a good idea.
and hopefully not spend the night in jail.
So, listen, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Listen to the commutes. They're available wherever you get your podcasts. Check out the Bunkered website all day today, bunkered.co.uk, where hopefully we'll be able to write some content. I don't know what the Wi-Fi signal's like in jail. And yeah, stay across our social media
Or the
too.
food.
Well, yeah.
I was looking forward
No
to I was
pancakes
looking
there.
forward to the vanilla pancakes that they do in the press building, and now gruel.
Right, that's us. So thank you guys. See you
Cheers,
later.
guys.
Take care.
Bye.